living with a bunch of women, two women in the house, and obviously others that come here. You walk downstairs and they go, "Kun lo ma, kun lo ma." I tell you what, getting out of the house, it's like giving you a big head before you even start the day.
Everybody.
And look at this one here. What do you think? Do you think soy mark? Soy mark? Yes. Too sexy.
Yes, I know
Too
myself.
sexy. You know where we're going today? Where are we going?
I don't know.
You don't know.
Just say first.
No, I have lipstick on. Yes. What are we going to talk about today? We're going to talk about is Thailand right for you? It definitely works for me, but a lot of things to think about with that. Anyway, we'll talk about it when we get to lunch. So here we are at, it's called Café Baan Mhee. So what have we got here? Have teddy bear, darling.
Yes, my
Why you want to see teddy bear? This is for baby.
Yes, for me.
What do you think? Oh my God. Come, go inside. Mask, where's your mask? Good. Okay, I put mask on too. Oh, she wants me to take photos again. Oh my God, so sexy. Photo you! Anyway, look around, quick, look around. Trying to work out what the real theme is here, but yeah, Café Baan Mhee. Looks like they cater very well for children anyway. I guess if you're going to live in Thailand, you're going to expect the unexpected. Yeah, it's let's go inside, just check and see. Got to find a place where we don't have music playing so we can actually talk about what we're going to talk about as well. Well, it's a cafe with music playing, so that's a bit of a problem, but we'll have a look. But it looks like they got a theme here with teddy bears. Pink seats and teddy bears, oh my God. We've got music playing everywhere, which means it makes it harder for me to do anything. Looks like we're going to sit down here. Oops, sit down here. Okay, sit here. I do suppose I have to get used to the fact that, you know, all these places do want to keep the guests amused. So it's always a fight between us and the music player to see if we can actually get something going here. We do seem to have a comprehensive menu. We've got a 79 baht set. We've got a 95 baht set. And quite a comprehensive menu as well. All in Thai. Thank God for a translator on my phone. She's right outside to take photos. Oh my God. It's an interesting looking place with all the bears, that's for certain. Not quite sure why she decided to have a Hogan garden, but there it is. She wanted beer for lunch. Oh well. But yeah, like, so is Thailand really right for you? That's a really good question, like on many people's lips these days, especially right now in the midst of a pandemic or plandemic around the planet, and food's already starting to arrive. There we go. Ordered some sort of noodly thing, a lap mu, she said. It doesn't look like lap mu, but is Thailand right for you? I was thinking on the way here, if you don't like humid weather, maybe you won't like Thailand, because generally it's going to be quite humid all the time. Looks like she's had enough photos. Here she comes. She's got to have her photos. If you have a girlfriend who's not camera shy, is Thailand right for you? Good question. But we all love Chanya. She loves her photos. It's all part of the enjoyment of my life, at least anyway. If you don't like traffic, like just getting here today, just Google Maps sometimes really doesn't give you a very... First I wanted us to turn left into the car park of a police department, and then, well, we realised we weren't going to do that. The next turn right was through a university, so we turned down there and get to the other side and the gate's closed. Fair enough. Sometimes Google Maps is not going to work for you. If that's the sort of thing that pisses you off, then maybe Thailand's not right for you. And here she comes. Going okay? Yes. You sure? You okay? Yep. So you said you ordered lap mu. This is not lap mu.
No, not lap mu.
What do you call this one?
Yam khanom jeen mu yaw.
Now I have to write this down again. Say again. Come. Yam
ขนมจีน
Kanom Jin
หมูยอ
Mu Yaw.
Yeah
Oh my God, that's going to be a challenge, that one. Trying to work out and write the subtitles for that one. But I have had this before. It's a little bit spicy, but spicy or not, it's always quite yummy. Why would a foreigner choose to come to live in Thailand? What's the good things for Thailand?
Because in the Thailand have many everywhere to go and good for family, good for food, good for everything.
So good food, right? If you love family, right, you'll obviously get to enjoy Thai family
to
because
enjoy Thai.
they're always so nice.
Always to go,
Right.
but not pay a lot for money.
Yeah.
If people move to stay Thailand and have family Thailand, you so happy and you very lucky for you move in the Thailand because have many food to shoot, to eat, have everywhere to go, have
Good.
everything for your life.
Good. And here we have our pizza. I ordered bacon cheese. Of course, it is pizza, and I want to eat it hot, so I'm going to stop recording now, and we'll pick this up after I've had some pizza. One of the things you might get a bit annoyed about, when you order appetizers in the Western countries, the appetizers usually come first. But in this case here, it all comes at once. There you go. So she's got little carpet bags of prawn, or I think prawn carpet bags, so that they call them. Prawn, deep fried prawn sticks, I guess? I don't know what you'd call them. But anyway, I'm going to bog into this. The lovely girl here, she's brought the condiments to bring as well. Very good. Yeah, so if food is one of those things that floats your boat, Thailand might be the place that you really want to spend the rest of your life. If you're worried about your waistline, well, that might be a sort of a negative, wouldn't it? Oh my God, food is just so good and not expensive. If you don't like traffic, right, well, maybe you can live in the countryside, but if you're going to live in the city, traffic is kind of one of those things that's going to really either, you have to put up with it or get really annoyed with it. So one of those sort of negatives, but you'll get used to it. Maybe you can just afford to have a chauffeur take you everywhere and you won't worry about it. It all comes down to the amount it costs, doesn't it? What else would there be? I'm just trying to think, the good stuff. Well, if you're not working, every day's a holiday. Places you can go, there's so many places you can go and enjoy yourself in the resorts. There's lots of resorts here in Thailand. Thailand is one of the primary destinations for the Asian regions, for all those Westerners, and even the Asians themselves like the holiday here. Of course, pandemic aside, but it's full of wonderful stuff. Living here, the cost of living, well, that's a real open-ended sort of discussion. It depends on obviously the lifestyle you want to lead. You can actually have a very comfortable and very extravagant lifestyle for very little cost. But then again, if you really want to be, living on a budget, you can do it fairly well on a budget as well. We were talking about that in the last live stream. For as little as 15,000 baht a month, you could live like a Thai. A small one-bedroom, unfurnished apartment with an ensuite. Well, it's basically a room with an air conditioner and a bath and a toilet. But that's one of the Thai styles. For three and a half, 4. I've done a video and we looked at some of that. There was a video in our Bangkok Insider. We were showing a couple of those sort of things around. So you might want to check out that playlist down in the channel there. I think it was the first video I did on the Bangkok Insider stuff. You can check it out as well. We actually review a couple of those places. But yeah, so in that case there, I think the one we looked at there on the bottom floor was 4,500 baht a month. And you basically can have that indefinitely if that's the sort of thing you want. And then you're just down to food. How much does food cost you? Well, you can live, quite well fed for 300 baht a day. So you work that one out. But it's one of those sort of things. Food and roof over your head. You're going to need to clothing and a few other things, they might be something that you need to consider. But again, plenty of markets where you can buy excuse me. I think those prawns are repeating on me. But yeah, see, clothing is very inexpensive as well. So something to think about there. That might be something that really is something that's appealing for the average person to come and retire here. But it really does come down to the money sort of side. Of course, then again, we're going to get Chanya's opinion, but the thing is, Chanya doesn't have enough English language.
Yeah.
So she's going to tell you what's so good about Thailand
I want
in
to
Thai.
talk about good Thailand, Thai language.
Thai language is going to be one of those sort of things that will challenge you a little bit because I won't have a clue what she's saying.
สวัสดีค่ะ This is here the Thailand. Yeah. ทุกคนรู้ไหมคะการอยู่เมืองไทยเนี่ยเป็นอะไรที่ perfect and สมบูรณ์แบบมากที่สุดเรื่องอาหารการกินเรื่องใช้ชีวิตเรื่องความรักแล้วก็เรื่อง family ครอบครัวถ้าฝรั่งที่อยู่เมืองไทยหลายๆคนเขาก็จะรู้ว่าประเทศไทยมีดีอะไรหลายอย่างมากอยากให้ทุกคนได้มาลองใช้ชีวิตที่ประเทศไทยดูแล้วจะรู้ว่าประเทศไทยมีดีกว่าที่ทุกคนคิดบางครั้งประเทศไทยจะดูมีปัญหาบางครั้งประเทศไทยอาจจะดูมีปัญหาเกี่ยวกับรัฐบาลบ้างแต่จริงๆแล้วคนไทยรักกันที่สุดและการใช้ชีวิตอยู่อย่างที่ประเทศไทยนี้เป็นอะไรที่สมบูรณ์และเพอร์เฟกต์ที่สุดไม่ว่าจะเรื่องอาหารการกินหรือว่าแหล่งท่องเที่ยวคุณไม่ต้องกลัวที่จะต้องใช้เงินเยอะอะไรมากมายเพราะแค่ว่าคุณอยู่ประเทศไทยแล้วคุณจะรู้ว่าประเทศไทยมีที่เที่ยวที่ถูกและดีอีกเยอะแยะค่ะ
Well, all I can say is that's my Thai lesson for the week. I'm going to go and work out exactly what she said so I can put the subtitles in. If the subtitles are there, you'll know I've done it. If the subtitles aren't there, I'm going to have to rely on what Google interprets on the language. Oh my God. Seriously. One of the challenges you'll have here is, of course, the language. I'm still learning. I'm doing my best. But when it gets down to sort of fluent Thai like that, I've still got a couple of years to go. What else is there to worry about? Another thing that I think we probably very rarely talk about is, the lifestyle of being a foreigner here, never really knowing what is going on with the country, with the government. The only sort of time I really have to be involved with governmental processes once a year now with the visa renewal. As long as I've got all the boxes checked, everything's pretty cool. Other than that, everything, I very rarely have anything to do with the authority sort of side of Thailand. So there's a few roadblocks every so often, where the police are checking something. But unlike in Australia where, you've constantly got your, eyes on the rear vision mirror as to what the police are thinking now, you can pretty much drive as long as you, keep your head about you, everything's just pretty sweet. You just don't have to worry about, what's going on. Just everything's pretty cool. Me, I really, the only thing that really pisses me off is the occasional dickhead on the YouTube channel. But outside that, I don't think I really have any worries in Thailand at all. Everything just seems to work. It's for me, it's not expensive. I can live comfortably here with me and my girl for about the same as what I was paying in Australia as a single guy and having to sort of, scrimp and save, if you know what I mean. That was really how it really works out. The internet here is absolutely phenomenally fast. I don't have any challenges with the internet. And of course, that's most of my life. I'm an internet junkie. One of the big pluses for Thailand. Oh God, the list can go on. That's a long list of why you would choose Thailand. Then again, there's obviously those sort of things. There's a number of things that you might be beset. It is not like living in the West. It's not like living in Australia. Lifestyle and conformity, you just have to make a few changes. But if you're prepared to make those changes, Thailand is going to be one of those sort of things that you're really going to enjoy. Somebody did ask me on the channel, if it wasn't for Chanya, would I have chosen to live in Thailand? That's a real difficult question. Would I have chosen Thailand if I didn't meet you? I had to say, it's very hard to think, 12 years ago, would I have chosen Thailand? I knew I was going to settle down in Southeast Asia somewhere, but I think meeting Chanya was definitely one of those sort of things that really sealed the deal. I may have chosen Southeast Asia somewhere along the line, but she's the one who stole my heart. She stole my heart, and life has never really been the same ever since. But again, as a single guy, yeah, you have to think about that. I think you're going to need find yourself a partner who's going to obviously be your best friend, take care of all the day-to-day stuff that you don't understand, and as long as you have a level of trust that you can work with, I think you really can't go wrong.
Have to enjoy and hope so for people like and share for channel Mhee and Warren. Okay, thank you for you like and share, and hope you happy very much for subscribe, like, share, ding 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 ding.
Life definitely hasn't been the same after meeting her. She is the love of my life. And we should talk about relationships at some stage. It doesn't matter whether it's a regular girl or a lady boy. It's up to you. But my life certainly has never been the same ever since I met her. Bye for now.
I want you to lift me up so high, a place that